airstrike in elimination of Ayatollah Khamenei. He's now issued a direct address to the people of Iran. He has declared that Israel will continue to strike thousands of targets belonging to what he described as Iran's terrorist regime over the coming few days. In a strongly worded message, Netanyahu has said that the military campaign would help create the conditions that are required for Iranian people to free themselves from the chains of tyranny. Sanjay has more on this. Sanjay, just walk us through what Bibi Netanyahu has said, because from his message it seems clear that they're not ending this joint Israeli-American airstrikes anytime soon. In fact, they're going to pummel Iran for a number of days until, as he says, the conditions are met for the Iranian people to rise up against the regime.
That statement is both warning and an invitation. It's really a call to people and revolt. And the reason is that the Israelis and the Americans do want to finish this in a hurry. They really cannot afford to drag this on and on. Israel certainly can. Israel is set up for that sort of thing. Politically, the U.S. can't. Politically, Trump will suffer quite seriously were this to drag on. They want to finish this, and so they are sending a message. So the third weapon that they are seeking to use, apart from all the missiles, is the people themselves within Iran, that they weaponize their anger informally or in some way against the government or against the remnants of the regime in place and try and get rid of it. So this is trying to rope in people of Iran as allies of the U.S. and Israel. That said, we know that Iran is a very divided society. We had this report some 2 or 3 years back that said that of about 75,000 mosques in Iran, 50,000 have been closed. So a lot of people have turned against Islamism of the kind that was enforced. But a lot of the people is still, not all of the people. There is a very large section, even though it may be a minority, that is quite Islamist in its leanings, that for that reason will be supportive of this government and this regime still in place. How the rest will now revolt against this lot, this would amount to a civil war then. Already we are seeing demonstrations in Tehran by supporters of the regime, and of course a lot of people came out to celebrate. And if that is any indication, we had a lot more people coming out to celebrate spontaneously than people speaking in support of the regime. Nevertheless, there is this split within society, and Netanyahu's call is to those who oppose it. Exactly how they will oppose it, exactly how those who are entrenched and armed will resist them, that is a tough call. And it's a tough call for people of Iran. It's easier for Trump and Netanyahu to order these airstrikes, and this is all from the air. The change will have to come on the ground, and it's going to be a difficult and messy change.
All right, Sanjay, thanks for that. Now, one of the countries in the Gulf that's not been targeted so far, now we're getting word, and this is